The day Lewandowski made history by scoring 5 goals in just 9 minutes was one of the most extraordinary feats in football history. This happened on September 22nd, 2015, in a Bundesliga match between Bayern München and Wolfsburg. Bayern, led by Pep Guardiola, boasted a powerhouse lineup with stars like Neuer, Boateng, Vidal, Xabi Alonso, Müller, and Robert Lewandowski, a player capable of incredible feats when inspired. Wolfsburg, coached by Hecking, also had strong players like Luis Gustavo, Dante, Dost, Ricardo Rodriguez, and their key player, Julian Draxler. Winning this game was crucial for Bayern to stay on top of the league and a chance for Lewandowski to stun the world with his football skills. When the referee blew the whistle to start the game, Lewandowski began on the bench. Bayern was the first to strike with an attack as Douglas Costa took the ball forward. He cut inside to create space in the opposing defense and fired a shot from outside the area. However, despite the bold attempt, the shot lacked power, allowing the rival team's keeper to make an easy save. A few minutes later, Bayern won a free kick in the attacking half, and Xabi Alonso positioned himself to take it. As soon as the referee signaled, Xabi opted for a kick that ended up more like a cross. The opposing goalkeeper, without any trouble, caught the ball, thwarting Bayern's attempt. On the other side, Draxler was eager to showcase his skills. Around the 10-minute mark, the German ace displayed his technical prowess by smoothly dribbling past Vidal in midfield and masterfully passing the ball. Vidal seemed not to take kindly to that, and at the 12th minute, he retaliated by launching an offensive for Bayern, dribbling past a marker and attempting a long-range shot. However, the power of the shot was overdone, and the ball soared high, going over the cross. A few minutes later, Bayern attacked again, this time with Thomas Müller trying a bold shot from outside the area. Although the shot was powerful, it lacked accuracy and went directly out, crossing the goal line. At the 18th minute, Bayern kept pressing, with Douglas Costa making a slick play, exchanging passes with a teammate, getting the ball back, and firing a shot from outside the area. But the opposing goalkeeper was more than ready and made an excellent save, denying the goal. Up to that point, Bayern was dominating the game, but Draxler decided to step up and help his team change the course of the game. Around the 25th minute, Wolfsburg regained possession in defense and quickly launched a counterattack with a long ball forward. Draxler then received the ball and showcased his technical skill by sending an excellent lob pass to Caligiuri in the box. After expertly controlling the ball, Caligiuri wasted no time and unleashed an extremely powerful and accurate shot towards the goal. The shot was so forceful that it overcame the reflexes of the experienced keeper Neuer, and the ball bulged the back of the net with force. This first goal for Wolfsburg in the game, thanks to a masterful assist from Draxler, was enthusiastically celebrated by the players, now leading against a powerhouse like Bayern at the Allianz Arena. Meanwhile, Lewandowski continued to sit on the bench, eager to get into the match. At the 29th minute, Bayern tried to respond with Götze, advancing down the left and skillfully pulling off a slick dribble to beat the first defender. However, another marker came in with a stronger challenge and brought him down, committing a foul. Xabi Alonso positioned himself to take the free kick, sending a precise cross into the area. The opposing defense initially managed to clear the ball, but the rebound went straight to Douglas Costa. He didn't hesitate and took the ball first time, firing a powerful and accurate shot towards the goal. The Wolfsburg keeper, extremely alert, responded with a spectacular save, carrying the ball away from danger. At the 32nd minute, Wolfsburg reacted with Draxler receiving the ball on the left wing and pushing forward on the attack. He performed a step over, baffling the defender and creating space to fire a shot at goal. Despite the shot's good power and accuracy, the Bayern keeper was well positioned and made a secure save. The pressure of the game was clearly worrying Guardiola, who saw his team heading towards a home defeat. The situation got even more complicated at the 37th minute when the Wolfsburg keeper initiated a quick attack with a long kick forward. Bayern's keeper, Neuer alert, came out of his goal to intercept the ball. However, he failed to control it in midfield, leaving the goal unprotected. In this critical moment, Gilavogi saw the perfect chance and attempted an audacious long-range shot. The hearts of Bayern fans stopped as the ball hit the post and went out, narrowly avoiding what would have been a spectacular goal. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, with Lewandowski finally entering the game. Now, with the Polish star in the game, things were about to change. Right at the 50th minute, Bayern launched a blistering attack with Müller advancing on the right. Under intense pressure, he managed to keep possession, passing it to a teammate before dashing into the box to receive the return pass. Upon reaching the box, Müller regained the ball, but was quickly dispossessed by an opposing defender. However, the ball ended up at the feet of Lewandowski, who was strategically positioned. With a decisive touch, he directed the ball toward the goal. The opposing keeper was completely caught off guard by Lewandowski's cunning and couldn't position himself in time to make the save, resulting in the ball bulging the net. Lewandowski's goal triggered an explosion of joy from both him and the fans filling the stadium, electrified to see their team snatch a thrilling draw. Lewandowski was determined to turn the game around no matter what. Immediately after the game restarted, Bayern intercepted a pass from the opponent and launched a spectacular counterattack. Lewandowski, leading the charge, skillfully created space between the defenders and unleashed an audacious shot from outside the area. With incredible precision, the ball found the corner of the goal, leaving the opposing keeper with no chance to save it. This second goal for Bayern, scored within such a short interval, made the stadium erupt in intense joy. The ecstatic fans celebrated Lewandowski's brilliance, who, after coming on, quickly turned the game around, displaying exceptional skill and a killer instinct in front of goal. His performance was outstanding, elevating the atmosphere of the game to an electrifying level. But Lewandowski wasn't satisfied. He wanted more. As the clock approached the 54th minute, Bayern orchestrated a coordinated attack, initiated by a perfect pass from Vidal to Müller on the front line. Under intense pressure from defenders inside the box, Müller managed to pass the ball to Götze on the right, who promptly sent it to Lewandowski on the left. Finding himself isolated face-to-face with the goalkeeper, Lewandowski didn't hesitate and unleashed a powerful shot toward the goal. Unfortunately, the ball hit the post, but luckily for Lewandowski, it bounced right back to him. Without missing a beat, he attempted another shot, which the keeper saved, but the ball stubbornly returned once again. On the third try, with determination, Lewandowski finally managed to send the ball into the back of the net. At that moment, the stadium erupted in euphoria. The players ran to embrace Lewandowski in a frenzied celebration, and even coach Pep Guardiola joined in the jubilation. Lewandowski's hat trick, achieved in just 4 minutes, was an unprecedented feat, marking a truly historic moment in football. But Lewandowski wanted to set a record. Just 2 minutes after the third goal, at the 56th minute, Bayern set up another devastating attack. Douglas Costa exploded down the left flank, surpassing opponents with dazzling speed, creating enough space to deliver a precise cross into the area. Against all odds, Lewandowski, always alert and well-positioned, seized the moment. He anticipated the defenders, receiving the cross and hitting a first-time shot straight toward the goal. The shot was so swift that it surpassed the reflexes of the opposing goalkeeper, finding the back of the net and marking Lewandowski's fourth goal of the match in an incredibly short span of time. The stadium came alive with this goal. The crowd erupted into absolute frenzy. The Bayern players rushed to embrace the Polish striker, expressing deep gratitude for having such an exceptional talent on their side. Even Arjen Robben, who was watching the game, couldn't contain his admiration and was visibly impressed with Lewandowski's spectacular performance. After conceding 4 goals, Wolfsburg began to make substitutions in an attempt to calm the game and reduce the humiliation they were facing on the field. But it was to no avail, because just when it seemed Lewandowski had already achieved the impossible, he proved that impossible doesn't exist. At the 59th minute, Bayern unleashed a blistering attack down the right with Götze, who delivered a precise cross into the area. Lewandowski, in a flash of pure genius and impeccable positioning, was exactly in the right place at the right time to receive the pass and execute a spectacular volley toward the goal. The shot was so precise and powerful that the Wolfsburg keeper could only stand still, watching the ball trace a perfect trajectory into the corner of the net, resulting in a stunning goal. At that moment, all the spectators present and the millions watching around the world were astonished, wondering how it was possible for a player to achieve the feat of scoring 5 goals in just 9 minutes of play. The expression on coach Pep Guardiola's face showing that even he could hardly believe the magnitude of the feat he was witnessing. After conceding all these goals, Wolfsburg adopted a defensive and aggressive strategy, especially against Lewandowski. At the 65th minute, he barely touched the ball before he was stopped by a harsh foul. Lewandowski, meanwhile, continued eager to score even more goals. At the 69th minute, Bayern's offensive machine kicked into gear again, this time attacking from the left flank. Alaba, with skill, received a crucial pass inside the box and promptly executed a cross shot, sending the ball back into the melee in the area. Lewandowski, always strategically positioned, captured the pass and, without wasting a second, fired a first-time shot directed precisely at the goal. However, the moment of glory was interrupted by a dramatic play. A Wolfsburg defender, in an act of pure instinct, managed to block the shot practically on the goal line, denying Lewandowski what would have been his 6th incredible goal of the match. Around the 78th minute, Lewandowski had another chance after Bayern intercepted a misguided pass from the opposition defense. Initiating a counterattack, Muller sent a beautiful lob pass to Lewandowski in the area. The Polish star quickly fired a powerful shot towards the goal. However, an extremely alert Wolfsburg defender blocked the shot, thwarting the promising play. The intensity of the game remained until the final whistle, and at the end of the match, Lewandowski was celebrated as the game's great hero. His spectacular entrance in the second half, with Bayern trailing, and his incredible ability to turn the game around by scoring 5 goals in just 9 minutes is an unprecedented milestone in football. This historic feat not only secured his place in the record books, but also set a standard that may never be surpassed in the Bundesliga, becoming one of the most memorable performances in the history of the league.